friends. This is the Cryptonian. Today is Sunday, and we're taking a look at Bitcoin. But before we get into Bitcoin, let's take a look at the market. The market has pretty much been flat for the larger coins for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum's up about 4.3% for the week, but only about 1.7 for the day. It's the weekend, it's slow. And Bitcoin is pretty much consolidating in this area with a slight bullish upside potential to that. Taking a look at coins lower in the top 10, we have XRP up 16% for the week, up 5% just today alone. And people are starting to buy in for this coming week. They believe it's going to be bullish. Solana 23%, but down 3.7%. Some profit taking on Solana, and 4.6% Lido staked Ether, 16% for Cardano. Dogecoin pretty much flat for the last week. Let's see. We do have Polkadot finally moving up 10% for the week, 2% for the day. So today over the weekend, it's slightly higher for the market, but there's not much of a big change. Like OKB is putting in a huge move, 12% today, and you can see here straight up for the past week. That's because it's putting all of its gains for the week in today. Chronos 15% for the week. Near Protocol 29 for the week, and 8% for the day. But you can see here in the market, the market's pretty much mixed, and then today has been kind of flat unless you're, an altcoin that is just pumping crazy like Multiverse, EGLD. They had news recently, and they're up 36% today. So that being said, the market is mixed. And one thing that I'd like to show you before we get into Bitcoin real quick is the total three. The total three is the market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, the market is moving higher. Everyone is bullish. Do I buy my favorite altcoin? And, when we take a look at this chart, this is the total market cap of all the altcoin projects, the market cap of all of them combined without Bitcoin and Ethereum. So look at this. Look at this. The altcoins have been pumping like crazy. Look at this. So in my opinion, again, I can't give you investment advice, but my opinion is no. Now is not the time to be buying altcoins because they've been running so hard. And if your altcoin has not been running hard, then you have to ask yourself, is that really the right project to be in? If it's not keeping up with the market, then it's probably going to be left behind in the market bull run coming up. So if your altcoin has not been pumping, it's probably not the project to be in. And if it's been pumping, then it's not a time to buy right now. You're probably going to get better prices here in a little bit. We're probably going to sell off going into the holidays, and Thanksgiving is just a few weeks around the corner. We have a few more weeks, probably about 3 more weeks of this bullish behavior, and that's it. So right here you can see that the total three, all the altcoin, the market cap for all of the altcoins, they're at resistance right now on the big picture. Now, that being said, let's go back to Bitcoin. Let's give a quick update. Bitcoin is at resistance right now. We can see that Bitcoin is in this massive wedge. These massive wedges, rising wedges, you can see this rising wedge. They're usually bearish. Now, not really sure where Bitcoin's going to go from here. Nobody really knows. But taking a look at the price action gives us an idea. And when we take a look at the price action, we can see here that we are in a rising channel. Now, normally these rising channels are bearish and they break down. So not really sure if this one's going to break down or not. But when price action is very, very strong, they can break above these channels and they can put in higher prices. So coming into this week will be very interesting to see. We can see here's the resistance on the bottom side, here's the resistance to the top side, and so this is a rising channel. Usually bearish, but we'll have to wait and see. If Bitcoin is really bullish, we could break to the upside and go higher. Now, let's give two scenarios. The bearish scenario, if we have a correction, then I do believe that we're probably going to have support, some type of a consolidation or support around 31 to 32,000. 31 to 32,000 here. This is short-term support. Not sure if that's going to hold or not, but that would be short-term support. And to the upside, if we push higher, then I would probably say that if we push higher here, it's going to be up into the red box, and we could go anywhere from 36 to 38, 36 to 38 to the upside. So again, we have to be careful here. Bitcoin has been running pretty hard. Although I do believe that in the long run, when we take a look at the big picture, let me move this down here first. There we go. I do believe that we probably will reach, by the end of the year here, we probably will reach this 41 to 47 area, because we have done that in the past prior cycles. We normally run up into the bear golden pocket, which is that Fibonacci 0.618 retracement to the upside, and that's this area here. That retracement area is this red box here. So if we do not go higher, we could have some kind of a pullback to 31 to 33, go sideways a little bit, and then move higher with strength towards the end of the year. Or we could just inch higher, moving higher, and then going into consolidation and moving higher again from there. Those are the two scenarios. Either way, I think that we'll probably reach that 41 to $47 area. The path on how we get there is unclear, right? So the idea is not to predict the markets, but to react to what price does, and when price reaches your support zone, a good buy zone, buy, and then when it reaches resistance, then you either sell or you just hang on to it for higher prices in a bull market, right? So anyway, that is the chart for Bitcoin. We could have, like I said, a short-term pullback and then into another push or pump higher, or we could just have a breakout going into this week and then consolidate before we go up to the next level. So again, I do think that by the end of the year, 41 to 47,000. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thanks for watching, friends. This is Bitcoin. We just need to be patient going into this week. Oh yeah, there was one other thing. Let's look at the weekly. On the weekly chart, I did say in prior videos that we had a candlestick here that was a gravestone developing. Right now, it's no longer a gravestone. It is it's called a doji, or a shooting star. And the doji is a sign of indecision. And you can see a doji here. And so we are going into price action that does look a little bit like this. So if that's the case, we could have one more impulse to the upside. And that's what I'm talking about. We could have a couple more weeks like this, have one more impulse to the upside, and then some type of a correction or a consolidation. So we could be putting something like this in. We could be creating this type of a price pattern, or we could be putting in this kind of a price pattern here. And we won't know until we go into the next few weeks. If we see another gravestone like this and we close that way, then chances are we will start coming back. And because I called the gravestone here, and the market didn't want to believe it, but then we had a correction. So that is my story, sticking to it. And thank you for watching, friends. Not much going on here. We'll just have to wait and see what happens going into this week. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please click like. It's free. It really helps the channel out. And if you'd like more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have you on our crypto journey. And we're very excited for 2024. 2024 is going to be a big bull run, in my opinion. And not just my opinion, but there's many others that do believe that as well. So, but we do have to be careful because we are in a area of macroeconomics that Bitcoin has not seen before, which is, we've got two wars going on, Israel and Hamas, and Ukraine and Russia. And we have, a Fed that is tightening money supply, so, and trying to crush interest rates. So all of this is going to affect Bitcoin. So we have to be careful. But anyway, I'm not buying here, by the way. I'm not buying here. I guess you could buy here, if we go much higher. For example, if we go higher, and then if we go higher and then have a correction, we could be in this area anyway. And so buying here, I mean, if you're a short-term trader, you could buy here, waiting for some type of a short-term increase in prices and take profits. But long-term, I think long-term you're probably going to get better prices. We would like to see prices do this, consolidating, and then that would be a place to buy. But we'll have to wait and see. There's just too many people that could be selling here. I usually like to buy in after the market has sold off for a bit. And then that way you get better prices. So thank you, friends. We will see you next time. Again, remember, this is not investment advice.